All right. It's it's time for the daily Perry 10K Share-a-thon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm trying to get some position so you can see that sharp and clear. Welcome to the Perry 10K Share-a-thon. This is Thursday Share-a-thon round 1. And I'm going to show you this is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. You know, I got creative yesterday. I realized I'm watching Sean and some other people like, I need to make one of those too. And paper handwritten doesn't work. So welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you're here for the first time, please make sure you tap the little guy in the corner and click on follow me. Also make sure you swipe right on the iPhone or down up on the droid if you don't need to do that. Hey, hey. And make sure you're typing share with your followers on Twitter and share on Periscope. I'm just giving a quick scan ahead of what's happening this hour. This is, hey Alex, good to have you here. This is the, I'm trying to balance this tripod without it falling over. The Perry 10K Share-a-thon, welcome. And I'm holding on time because we start actually at the top of the hour. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Oh, Garth's replaced by, oh, Garth isn't going to be here. Damn. Oh, I have to fix it. Oh, well. Well, you know what? Let's do that right now since we're talking here. Cindy Poe. I will take that right now. This is the power of immediate feedback. It's in a word processing program, so it's easy. C-Y-N-D-I-P-O. Correct? Cindy Poe like that? Was it? It's just capital P, I think. How's that? It's actually, I'm using a word processing app, so I'm just positioning it on the screen so you can see it. So there you go. How's that? Cindy? That should, yeah, see, yeah, I did get it right. Okay, so you replace Garth. I'm sure. I thought Kevin and Garth would do it back to back. That'd be great. So this is the, just to give you one more pitch on this before we get to the top of the hour. It's the Perry 10K Share-a-thon. I call it TED-P for short, because I think it's what we're heading. We are the TED Talks of Periscope. It's the perry10k.com/join if you want to find out more about us. Hi Sandra, yes, you're up next after me. I'll put you in the heading so that people know to follow you. Today's Share-a-thon round 1 is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, which is why I've got the Halloween hashtag in there to get some little bats in there too. Although I'm not going to get spooky, I'm just going to tell you about some of my fearful experiences so you get to know what it's about. So as you see, I'm the one heading off, 55 to 10 after, so we get started in about 2 minutes. Going to do a little warm-up, see what's going on. After me will be Sandra Longmore. Make sure you're following Sandra as Sandra Longmore. Actually, it's great. Most of these people, in fact, everyone here, has their name the same as their handle. That's awesome. Or just their handle same as their name. That's great. So myself first, then Sandra, then Kevin Arrow. Follow the arrows. Cindy Poe following her. She rocks as well. And Miss Ann Lee. We've missed her, so it's good to have that there. So this is the the running order for the round 1. There is a round 2, but I'm not running that. I don't have the whole list, and it wouldn't fit on the screen anyway. So Miss Yan Lee, you're finishing up this round, so showing everybody the order what's happening. You're going from 40 to 55 today, which in LA times, Pacific times rather, is 140 to 155. And if it's East Coast, it's 440 to 455, and if it's UK, it's 740 to 755. There we go. Okay, I'm getting close enough to the hour now, so that's it. I'll come back to that at the end. So that's me. All right, so let's put this up over here. Stay. Hi. I showed that long enough, don't see me. I got a lot of sun reflection coming off the table because it is only 1 p.m. Pacific time. Hi, welcome to the Perry 10K Share-a-thon. This morning I was looking at the screen so I could read everything easily, fast, and now I'm like tongue-tied. This topic today, which is one of the ones near to my heart, is to feel the fear and do it anyway. Yes, there are bats on the side of the screen, which you can tap on the screen to get hearts and stuff and bats. But I'm not talking about spooky stuff. I'm talking about real, honest to goodness fear being blown out. And I'll give you 2 stories. So I'll start off with the one that was the first one I did. Yes, please show your followers. Make sure if you're here for the first time, make sure you tap on the little guy in the corner and you tap follow me. Also once you're there, make sure you share on Twitter and share on Periscope as well. And we'll get to this. So, Dating Coach KK, she's running the second round, by the way. So follow her. She'll tell you about all that stuff at 55 of this hour. In an hour's time. So let's get going. I want to share about one of the simplest ones I had. Having a few fearful experiences over my time. And the thing is, most of my fearful experiences I did intentionally. Just to give you some thinking the way I work. So one of them is, I can say this. One of them was when I was in a leadership program I was taking, going back 26 years ago. I did a... You know what? I'm following what Sean did and some other people the other days. They put it on the computer. I'm like, I could do the same thing because paper looks horrible handwriting wise. So now it's pretty. So I made it pretty. And I reversed the colors to make it look sparkly. That's me. Anyway, I'm used to be a graphic designer, so that's it. Anyway, so about 25, 30 years ago, I was in a leadership program. And one of the things we did was do what's called a ropes course, where we go out into the boonies and do various hiking things like rappelling, abseiling in England, rappelling off of a cliff face. We jumped out of trees like on belay line, and we did some amazing stuff. I did that, and it blew my whole like reference point out. So I decided I was going to go jump out of a plane, which I did. I did a free fall parachute jump from 10,500 feet in February, freezing cold. But I did it, and I love this. I tell the story about it because it's such a great experience to jump out. And I did the free fall, and the accelerated free fall, which took 2 days to learn because you couldn't do the tandem jump, which you attach to somebody else. I jumped myself with people holding on to me. Then they let me go, and I was on my own. And that was an experience, a rush, incredible experience to jump out of the plane and to literally because when you're free falling down, they hold on to you to make sure you're not doing silly things. But I didn't realize this is about how fear works in the body. Hey, I jumped out of the plane and didn't know that at 10,000 feet I was tensing to land. So my legs braced. And then when I got into the hard arch, they call it position hard arch when you're going down, my legs, you can see in the video, which I don't have anymore, I had a video of this, my legs were just floating in the breeze. Because I didn't have conscious control of my legs. They'd just gone to sleep. Perfect falling down, pull the chute the right height, steer the chute in, landed right in the target. But as I said, at 10,000 feet, my feet went to sleep. I hit the ground gently, perfectly, braked perfectly, would have stood up and been beautiful, except the fact my legs were asleep. I fell on my butt. It was the most humiliating and joyful experience I had. Because having that experience of jumping out of a plane and landing on the ground perfectly easily, but landing on my butt, it was like, oh crap. It was supposed to be so perfect because there was a videographer on the plane at the same time with a big cinema camera on his helmet, because this is back in the 80s. It didn't have GoPros back then. And he was filming the whole thing. It was a VHS tape, I think it was, or a mini VHS, very old-fashioned stuff. I listened to the tale indeed. I haven't done it since. I probably would go back and do it again. It was so much fun. And it was scaring the shit out of me, no pun intended. That was great. But the real story I'm going to tell you about is the second one. And I've had a few of my life, but this one happened on more of a like heart and throat experience. In 2000, okay, let me ask you this question. Do you remember where you were on September 11th, 2001? And I'm sure most of you in America particularly know where you were at that time when that happened. So this I want to share in terms of inspiration, not in terms of what happened, because I'm not going to get into politics of this, or the what's the word I'm looking for? Conspiracy theories, everything else. I'm going to tell you about what happened, though. And thanks for following the follows, thanks for sparing it, and thanks for sharing it, thanks for the hearts for being here. September 11, 2001 was a Tuesday. And I remember I was at Gold's Gym working out in the morning because I was very fit back then. And I remember seeing the TV screens. All the TV screens across the gym changed the same picture. And it was the Twin Towers. A very emotional week for many of us in the country. Now, at this time, I've been going to a place in Los Angeles called the Agape International Spiritual Center. Have you ever seen the movie The Secret? One of the teachers in that movie is an African-American gentleman with locks named Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. You were in chemistry class. Yeah, different times, different experiences. Catherine, you and I are different time, age ranges, so I understand you in chemistry class. Sorry, couldn't resist. Reverend Michael Beckwith is my spiritual teacher. I've been studying with him for over 20 years, and we go since the mid-90s. And I'm licensed there as a spiritual counselor, as a practitioner, as we call ourselves. Have been for 15 years. And I was licensed in 2000. And I love the work of being able to serve and pray and support people having what they want. That's what led into my own coaching work. There's Sean. He's a fearless man indeed. Your scope yesterday, by the way, Sean, was amazing. I loved your scope yesterday. It really touched me. So thank you for that. So, as part of being a licensed practitioner, and we got licensed 2000, is we get to be on stage, on pulpit, and read part of the service. And my first opportunity came up in 2001. And as timing would have it, we get to do, we spend three Sundays in a row we are on the pulpit during service. Now I'll get to why this is a big stretch in a moment. So I've got 5 minutes still. And this is a very moving one for me personally, because I have had, at that time, a fear of speaking to large groups. One-on-one wasn't so bad, but large groups were scary. Of course, Periscope's easy for me now, but I'll tell you why. This is why. I had some speaker training, but it was really like bits and pieces here and there. But September 16th, the Sunday after September 11th, was the first time I got to be on the pulpit at Agape. The Agape Spiritual Center in Culver City, where I go, has a capacity of about 1,100 people, which is pretty big. The Sunday after September 11th, the two services we had, each had over 2,500 people in the sanctuary. That's 2,500 people crammed into a room that holds 1,100 people. Literally, people were sitting on the carpet, sitting on each other's laps, sitting on the steps, sitting everywhere. It was packed. And I walked into that. Not only did I walk into that, but I got to walk up on stage and speak to them. Thank you for the hearts. I think it must be you, because I think everyone else is getting okay. It's Yan, so you can check. I'm on Wi-Fi, so I should be okay where I am. And make sure I do Wi-Fi for my scopes, because I want to stay connected. So I was speaking, I should say, I got to go up on the pulpit, hold on to the lectern, this lectern like it was grim death. I couldn't let go because it was so like, oh my God, oh my God. I didn't show on the outside, this was the inside, but the fear was big. 2,000 people in front of me who were emotionally distressed, concerned, upset because of what happened on previous Tuesday. And I had to lead them in the affirmations and read the purpose statement and do some prayer work with them from the stage on a microphone. 2,000 people arrayed out in front of me. To say it stretched me out of my comfort zone is an understatement. Any fear I have of speaking in front of crowds, that was where it went away. Literally gone, vaporized. It was a powerful experience for me. Now, I'm not speaking, I've got friends of mine who were in New York during that time. I had some friends in New York who all survived, thankfully. But in terms of my experience of the fear factor, that was one of the most memorable moments on September 16th. In fact, this following Sunday was even sillier. But anyway, I was on pulpit, putting the lectern, leading the audience. This is what happened. I had the affirmations in front of me, and I was like, okay, I'm going to read the affirmations out one by one. Please stand and follow me one by one with the affirmations, or something like that. Everyone stood up. And I was like, they stood up, they followed me. And then I read the affirmations out one by one. I had them repeat after me. And they did. I mean, it sounds so silly, but this is what was happening in my mind. It was like, they followed me, they got me, they understood me. Oh my God. And then when they finished, they sat down again. And when I read the purpose statement and said thank you at the end, they applauded. I was like, I should be scared out of my boots, but I was actually joyful. I shifted completely from, oh my God, fear factor, panic, into relief. Yes, I didn't, pee my pants or anything like that. But I basically let go of the power. I let go of the lectern, and just felt the love, because they wanted love. They wanted support. They weren't there to challenge me or to piss me off, or they weren't upset with me. They were looking to me to support them, which I did, because that's what I had to do. It was my script. What literally I had to do. Amazing. The following Sunday, by the way, which was the third Sunday in a row I was doing this, was when it was Quiet Sunday. And we had a choir of almost 200 people on the stage behind me, because they were quiet off behind where I was standing. So I was speaking this time, ready to wait for the information coming this way. When I said, good morning, GRP, 200 people behind me went, good morning, Barry, almost pushed me off the stage. That wasn't fear-based, that was silly. That was just fun, because I looked behind them and see all my friends. Agape is my spiritual home, and I love that place for so many reasons. This is one of the biggest reasons, was because it blew my fear out of speaking in front of crowds, because I had no choice. I mean, I had a choice, but I wasn't going to buy into that choice. I knew what I had to do. I was here for a reason. I was here to serve. And, spirit, you call it that, that's what I call it, basically put this in front of me as a chance to step up. So when I do Periscope or I speak in front of groups, I always have that visceral heuristic, that experience in my life that reminded me that speaking in front of crowds doesn't kill me. And that's a fear factor. There's actually a statistic, they did some tests. Sandra, you should be going to get ready. Can you put up some hearts, please? Or put up some emojis, Sandra. You should be setting up. Sorry, I'm just realizing I'm running out of time. I've got a minute left. Sandra, please make sure to put some emojis on the screen so you can let people know to follow you. And then you go set up, and I'll show them on the screen in a moment. There you go. That's Sandra. Make sure you're following her. And I'll show you the screen in a moment again to wrap up that before she goes live. This is what I want to say. They've done statistical research. For women, childbirth is most feared thing. Behind that is public speaking and death. For men, childbirth goes the other way around. Childbirth is third, I think, for women. For men, it's childbirth first, surprisingly enough, death, and then public speaking. Actually, no, public speaking comes before death. So basically, let's put it this way. According to statistics, people are more afraid of public speaking than dying. Go figure. So I've handled that one, so I feel okay. All right, let me go to the screen while Sandra's setting up. There we go. This is the screen, what's coming up today on, whoops, I just tagged my screen up. Let me put it back up. Yeah, stay there, there we go. Okay, I'll do this, the screen not reflecting on me. So that's the Sherathon schedule today. Miss Sandra is next, you can see there, at Sandra Longmore. And then Kevin Arrow's after her. Cindy Poe is 4th. And then Miss Yi and Lee is 5th. That's the schedule for this afternoon. Sorry, I've got to move that way. Trying to get so the reflection of the computer doesn't show up on the camera, but it's the way it is. That's the Share-a-thon right now. Yes, they didn't survive, absolutely. That's what's coming up. So I'm waiting for Sandra to set up, and then she'll pass over to her. Thank you for watching me. Thanks for following. That was my fear story. So I love talking about that. That's my thing. So, well, yeah, it is a great idea, and I want to say thank you to Sean and some other people who did that. They were the ones that did that for me. So I got inspired to do it myself. So that's it. Yes, Sean, you inspire us all. Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching my scope. I'll be back on again later to my regular scope. She's live. Great. Thank you, Miss Cindy. Go watch Miss Sandra, and we'll keep going from there. I'll see you folks later on with my scope, and keep watching the Perry 10K. Perry10k.com/join is where you find out more. See you guys later. Bye.